I don't know what to do with my hands, Borden. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
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 Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
I don't know.
Domo.
I still don't know.
Welcome to the night. I'm Tony.
I'm Borden.
Good enough. What are you doing with your hands there?
I still don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands, man.
I don't. Okay.
Okay. This week, pretty cool news. PSVR finally got a release date and a price window, which we're not a window, I guess, a launch window and a price point, which is pretty cool because it's actually coming out as the cheapest VR headset. I don't know if you recognize that because Oculus is like
$6.99 or something like that.
Yeah, but Canadian. That's or it was like $5.99 or something like that, or it was like $800 Canadian basically, plus the computer you got to have to run it.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Which is ridiculous.
Well, even now, even with how cheap it is for a VR headset at $500, or $500, you still got to buy the PS4.
Yeah, that's true. But
I mean, most people own it already.
But the argument there. Sorry, I'm dying still. By the way, the argument there is that at least all PS4s will play it.
Yeah, and you're getting a...
Whereas my computer, as good as it is, probably won't work on Oculus because I need at least a 970X graphics card or whatever. Or GTX 970 or whatever. So
it's pretty crazy.
I need to drop another $400 or $500 on a graphics card just to run Oculus. So I mean that's the same cost as basically a PS4 anyway. But yeah, they said it's gonna be it's $399 American, which is $549 Canadian. Plus they kind of scooted in afterwards on Twitter that you need the PlayStation 4 camera.
Shit.
Which is
why not?
It's $70 or $60.
Fuck them. Bundle it with the fucking VR headset.
And that's the thing that gets me is I don't understand why they're not bundling it, but whatever.
They probably will, to be quite honest.
They might change their minds and bundle it later on anyway, if you need it anyway. That's the thing is it's one of those. I think the reason why they didn't put it in the bundle though is because the camera's been out since the camera's been out since day one, so it's people who buy it what do you need two for kind of thing. I guess it makes sense. They're probably going to mass produce more of them because they're not on the shelves right now. I haven't seen one in a store
in forever.
I haven't seen one in my store in a year or so. I'm really excited, honestly.
I saw a video of a guy. I don't know if it was the PlayStation VR headset, but he was walking up above a vent shaft in his VR headset.
Yeah,
and he pulls a panel off and he looks down into the elevator. And he's looking around, but in real life, he's crawling on the floor, and he hits his head off the fucking ground. It's so great.
Well, I mean, the thing about that is, at this point, VR is still going to be you're playing with a controller, but looking around with your head and stuff like that. Now that being said,
if they implement the move sticks like you were talking about,
you'll have at least some motion with your hands, but I don't know, man. Hey, man.
VR's the future.
Oculus is already on that, man. VR porn.
Oh, I know.
They already had a demo for that, ready and waiting. Of course they did, right? Of course
we're gonna have a society of people that don't leave the fucking house.
Oh, no, I know. It's gonna be like WALL-E. We're just never gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said, I'm actually pretty excited. I said it before, I think, on the show, but I've said it before, to other people. If I can afford it, I want to get on this day one. Because I have a feeling...
I probably will, too.
VR is going to be super fun. Everyone that ever tries it...
says
the same thing. They love it. It's fucking great.
Well, John...
Have you seen Rigs?
Rigs?
It's the PS4 exclusive that's coming to, VR.
No, I haven't seen anything on it, to be quite honest.
Oh, man. If you haven't seen it yet, look up the trailer for a game called Rigs. It's being made by... I can't remember who it's being made by. It's one of Sony's, first... party developers,
Naughty Dog, or
it's not Naughty Dog, but yeah,
it's
one of
or something.
It's one of those types of developers. I forget the name of them, but they are making basically Rigs is a first-person shooter mech arena fighting game.
Fucking
yeah, legitimately, watch the demos for it. It's fucking glorious looking because it's it almost looks it's almost funny because it looks like you're in almost a sport. It's like a sports league of like fighting. So you're in these like set up arenas.
It's like Rocket League on steroids.
Exactly. It's
with
like
a VR headset.
It's like, yeah, it's exactly that. It's like you're in these like obvious like arenas that have been built to be for like this like league, and you're just running around in a fucking mech suit blowing up other people in mech suits. Like, it sounds fucking great.
Oh, man. Oh.
But yeah, that's one of like the launch games. There's been a few others that like people have talked about. They
Horror
look
games.
fucking great.
Horror games is going to be a top
Oh
one.
my god. There's what's the one? The one from Until Dawn.
Oh shit.
They're making like a spin-off for Until Dawn that's for VR. Apparently it's going to be scary as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not playing that. Nope. I would just like to have like Grand Theft Auto 5 with VR setup.
So, I'm sorry.
Still dying.
Still dying. So funny you say that. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so goddamn hard.
Just write it on paper, and I'll read it.
Yeah. Hey, write it out for me. Tap twice.
You're just like, oh, fuck, for like a half hour.
So it's funny you say that because PSVR is going to be compatible with all PlayStation 4 games as they're calling it cinematic mode, basically. So what it is you play the game with like your headset and the VR headset, and instead of like using it obviously to look around, you're still playing it like you normally would, but it gives you this like cinematic view of the screen, and you can like look around the screen, like move your head and stuff like that. And what it like they were saying,
TVs are going to be obsolete.
Yeah,
now.
but what they were saying though is that the whole point of it is that it kind of like immerses you into the world of the game so much more. Because like, you know, when you're playing a video game, like, you know, you've got like fucking,
you got distractions around your head.
Your girlfriend's there, the dog's running around, like, you know, the cat, like your phone goes off or whatever. Like they said, basically like the whole point of the cinematic mode for the older games and games that are obviously coming out, they like you can just like immerse yourself and totally like close yourself off from other stuff. So like, yeah, like you said,
no more
like,
fucking screen hacking either.
Exactly.
1v1 me.
Yeah. But like, yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like games like horror games, like imagine how much more fun it would be. Like it's fun enough like playing them on your TV and stuff like that.
Not even that, but going to LAN parties and shit like that. When you bring your system over to your friends, you just bring the VR headset in your backpack.
Think about that, yeah.
Oh my god.
That. Yeah, you don't have to bring a whole TV with you or something like that.
No,
You just got
you
the
don't
VR
even
headset
like,
on.
you just plug it in and go.
Can you imagine though a fucking LAN party room full of people?
You just walk in and everyone's just like,
yeah, everyone's got their
like,
fucking headsets
fuck
on.
off, asshole. Fuck.
Everyone's fucking wearing headsets and shit.
Bumping into each other.
That's so good.
Trying to reach for a drink and they're grabbing another person's leg. Like, dude, will you fuck off?
Fuck off, man. No, it's. I'm fairly excited for this. Like I said, the technology looks like it's. Like I said, it's a little bit expensive at the front. I'm actually surprised it's coming out at the price it's coming out at.
$500 is. It's all right with me. It's a little bit like it's a lot to ask, right?
It's less than I. It's less than
we expected, but it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just blew that much money on a hotel purchase that was wrong, and now I have to hope in the next 2 days they fucking fix it.
That's true. But yeah, like I said, like as far as like I mean, because like there's the I always get this name wrong. I think it's the Vive, the one that's being made by
Vive,
the HTC one. You know,
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
The Vive or the Vive.
Yeah. I think it's the Vive. But like there's that one which is still coming out. I think like super expensive. It's like $900, and then there's the fucking other one, the Oculus. It's coming out at like $600 or $700.
I honestly think the PlayStation one's going to dominate the market just for the simple fact alone that you can use it with your PS4.
Oh yeah, and that's
if you told anyone tomorrow, like, you know how many people will get their freaking like income tax back or something like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just around Christmas, like fuck it, I'm blowing $500 on a VR fucking headset.
Like it is a little, like I said, it's interesting to me. Like it's about the same cost, a little bit more expensive, but like it's around the price range of another console.
Now you lose a lot of the features you would get with the HTC and the Oculus, where you can do stuff on the computer with modding.
That is
but I
true.
wouldn't be surprised if you can just put your PS4 one on the computer and it works.
I was talking to a customer today about that. They're like, "Oh, you can probably use it on the PC eventually." And I was like, "Well, it's made for the PlayStation only." And I was like, "People will figure it out."
Yeah,
I was like,
they'll
"You're totally
mod it.
right. You're totally right. Someone will fucking mod that thing to work on the PC for sure."
It probably won't even take much at all.
Yeah, and that's true. That's
driver
true.
that they have to install.
Like I said, I'm really going to be excited.
We'll talk more about it. The only thing I'm wondering is,
I hope
they have a way to record what you're seeing.
Well, I mean, you got to think PS4 already does the whole like capture button.
Yeah, it'd probably
thing.
be a share play. Hopefully, they'll do what I'm thinking it's going to work like is where whatever you're seeing on screen, you can have the option to play it to your TV as well.
It does play through your TV, I think, as well. It's like if you have the TV on, it will be showing what you're seeing on the TV in front of you. So your friends, if they're like watching, they can see what you're seeing, kind of thing. Like they see the vision of you, like
so
looking
great.
around or something like that.
I can't wait to have like like 8 people over for mech fights.
Yeah.
And we're all wearing VR headsets.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, Riggs does look dope, though. It's like the first like AAA title that's coming out.
Just being able to immerse yourself in a world, like walk down a city street and just look around and like...
Well, and that's the thing is like...
You're next going to be killing you. For people that like us that play for like 8 hours at a time, we're going to be like in neck braces, like...
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, too, because I was talking to someone, the same person, about the fact that, like... Remember how they used to say, like, your parents used to tell you, like, don't sit too close to the TV because it's going to, like, hurt your eyes or whatever. We are literally strapping TVs to our eyes now. So I don't know if that just proves that it doesn't matter or if we're just stupid now. But, like...
No, everything's HD, okay? We just had shitty TVs back then.
That's true. I think the fact that, like, they're LED screens also,
they're
like...
pretty much like... They're just cell phones.
Pretty much,
to some extent. They're just like a cell phone screen inside your mask or whatever the hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, do they have built-in earphones or no?
I don't know. I think you have to use your own headset, to be honest.
Hopefully that's a comfortable experience because I don't want to have this big bulky fucking headset on and then like...
No, but I think they built them with headsets in mind because if you look at the way the thing is built, it's all like up here and then this is mostly just like headband and then like I think they have space because like every time I've seen anyone playing it in a demo, they always have headsets on, and they look like they're fine.
So many people are going to get robbed while playing video
games.
Apparently, because people are just
someone just sneaks in behind them while they're fucking playing rigs. Like,
you have no like spatial awareness to anything around you.
But one of the guys I got to try it, he was doing in an interview I was watching. He said like for the first time at the last show they went to, they just handed him the headset and said, "Here you go." Because like most times it's like people saying like, oh, "Okay, like adjusting it for you," and like he said, "This is the first time they just handed me the headset and said, here you go, put it on." And he said he put it on and it was way easier and way more comfortable than he expected because like they had tried like dev versions before. Like I think he had.
It's not like putting on a scuba mask. It's like just putting on sunglasses and.
It's probably like putting on like a headband or like a hat. Where you're just like, okay, adjust, tighten, or you're good.
We're gonna eventually have gaming where people are gonna be like, okay. We good? We're gonna play some Call of Duty now, and they're putting on fucking sweatbands, head sweatbands. They got like the move sticks, and they're like, let's fucking do this.
Let's do this.
Which still want the move sticks.
Yeah, that's another thing they mentioned is some games are gonna work with the move controllers. I haven't quite got all the details on that yet. I don't understand exactly what they're doing as far as that's concerned.
Please, that just makes it so good.
But like, I assume some games are going to be using it. Like. I
still have the move stick, so...
Yeah, there you go. Like, I mean, they said there's going to be move controller functionality. Now, if it's going to be a necessity, I doubt because they said they're not selling it with a package. They said it's going to be, like... It's probably going to be optional, mostly. Like, where... Yeah. The one thing that I'm going to have fun doing is... like, I was saying to a person earlier today, we're going to literally have to relearn how to play video games.
Good point.
Because, like...
Your right thumb is going to have so much extra time.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is, like, I wonder what the right thumb is going to be used for now that it's not controlling your head. Because I was talking to a person, I was giving them the analog of the fact that, like, back when PS1/PS2 era and Xbox era, when we first got those dual analog sticks, like, people had to literally... Like, we had to literally...
We were so good with the N64 controller and then going to something like the PS2 and being like, oh, fuck.
Like, remember learning how to do that as a kid? Yeah. Like, using two joysticks, and you're like, okay, so, like, I look... And it's funny, because I said, like, it's like when you give someone who's never played video games before a controller and tell them to play a first-person shooter. And watching them fucking spin around in circles and, like... Trying looking up and down and stuff like that.
I really want a Destiny patch that lets you use the VR headset and like just watch everyone fail at everything.
I wonder though. I wonder if they can patch in something like Destiny.
Destiny 2 maybe.
Well, that'd be fucking awesome. But like, still use the controller. But like,
just your head's the right stick.
That's the thing is like, I wonder if it's possible for them to patch something where you can actually like use a game like that, like and turn the controls of the right joystick into your VR headset. Like,
could you? I'm trying to like think of how that would work. Because imagine a first-person shooter where you're holding a gun.
Yeah.
And all you've changed is your right analog stick is now your VR headset.
Yeah.
And you're looking.
You're still shooting with the triggers. You're still aiming with the left.
That would actually almost be better, just to be like, there's a guy over there and just fucking.
The only thing I could see them doing is like, instead of like, so you look right and left. Instead of it being centered, maybe you use the right stick to move the reticle around the screen.
It'd be like a rail shooter almost.
Almost, but you're still using your head to
look
look
like Dead
around.
Space in a sense because you move or like Resident Evil where your sight's moving along the screen. Mm-hmm. But I don't. I don't. I
who
think,
knows? Who knows? That's all speculation.
I'm just
obviously.
happy even just being able to just sit on a couch, put the headset on here,
Yeah.
and just lay. Like you can lay on your back and play.
Yeah, you could really. You just be like, all right, let's do
like
this.
you could be so lazy and just play. It's gonna be great.
Fucking playing in bed and shit. Just like, yeah.
Go to work. Just
go to work.
Borden, why are you carrying a backpack around? No reason.
No reason.
Plug it into the wall.
What headset?
What?
These are glasses.
I can't hear you.
These are these are safety goggles. I can't. I need them for protection from work.
I wonder if VR is going to be implemented into workplaces now, where people that do a lot of inventory and stuff like that can just have like the headset on and just be like tabbing through stuff.
It'd be interesting. I mean, obviously, I think that's more of like a less VR, more Google Glass / like the Microsoft.
I mean, all you'd have to do is put a camera on the front of your VR
yeah, fair
headset.
enough. But like, what was the other one? What was the Microsoft one called?
Microsoft Surface. Or
no. What was the fucking? Remember?
Are they releasing a VR headset?
No, but they had that
They're in partnership with somebody.
They had an augmented reality headset. Remember the demo they showed of the guy playing Minecraft?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that thing called? If you've seen it and you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments below. But like, I know there's the Google Glass, which is like the glasses and like you have almost like a HUD kind of thing. Like that technology is eventually going to be there. Like that's kind of more what you're talking about because like
I know
you would want like a full VR headset on your head.
But I wouldn't be
like,
surprised if this technology that we're getting now in game, because
Yeah.
it's always the game industry that kind of, well, more the porn industry. But the
see-
game industry
yeah.
kind of sends forward the technology a bit.
Oh yeah. Hey man, most technologies have been a lot of entertainment technology has been forward by the porn industry.
Exactly.
Blu-rays.
Blu-rays.
VHS. I saw that IBM was building, or they have like a demo now for like almost a, it's like a VR game, but it's almost like Sword Art, where it's like you're using your body to control everything. Like you're on those. You ever seen those videos of the people running?
Yeah,
on, like,
there's like almost like a
you're
like
treadmill
strapped in.
Yeah.
It's like one of those baby
and
things.
you've got like the things in your hand and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, they did that, and they made like big giant machines basically to simulate like a game like Sword Art Online, where you're playing like a giant MMO inside a game. Basically, like you're like actually controlling your character in the game. I mean, I don't see that being very commercially like accessible because like who can fucking like you'd need like a whole room to do that, right?
What I see them doing though is getting something like 4 pillars with sensors on them to track movement, kind of like 4 Kinects in a sense, where they're just kind of along your corners of your room.
The only thing that makes the only problem with that technology is that if you walk too far, you're walking into a wall.
That's why you need like a treadmill. Yeah,
you need to be on a circuit, like one of those like multi-directional treadmills, or some sort of pad that detects your foot movements. Nonetheless, that technology,
unless you just have like swords and like use move sticks to move.
Yeah,
and you just kind of slash at things.
Yeah, and that's a possibility too. That's why right now we still need the controller because, like I said, it's just not.
I do want a more active video game.
It'd be cool.
It'd be sweet, like to just not feel like a piece of shit for playing.
Yo, man, you want to play
some
COD? No, I'm too tired. I can't do it,
dude. I just worked like 8 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking play COD.
You want me to go through a raid?
Yeah,
like
fuck
come
you.
on.
You know how much running that is?
And like jumping too.
Yeah.
I don't even want to imagine it.
But like I said, yeah, I'm all
stoked.
for it. We'll talk about more on the show, I'm sure, as more information gets released on the upcoming. I'm sure at E3 this year, there's probably going to be a ton of games that are going to be announced for VR, especially PSVR. Here's hoping that No Man's Sky
gets
well, they know for sure it's not going to be a launch thing for VR, but who knows? Maybe, I mean, for the fall.
It just better not be one of these things that they release and they forget about. I'm really hoping it's not.
No,
like
I really
thing.
And like I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and like videos and stuff like that about people who are talking about the same idea, right? And like a lot of people say like
it's just too functional to have that happen.
PlayStation Move was not this. This isn't what PlayStation Move was. This is like I said, other people are adopting this technology.
It's a step forward in a sense.
Yeah, and like it's definitely something that like is gonna be here to stay, from what I think at least, because. It's just it's good technology that leads the gaming industry in a good direction. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what it's going to be. It's going to all the development's going to go towards these VR implemented games now, and then you're going to see it kind of like, okay, well, we've completely done VR for gaming at every stage of the way. Now we're going to make better looking VR games.
Yes.
Now we're going to make better headsets, and that's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
We can only hope.
So yeah, we can only hope. Yeah, I think that's pretty much.
That's good for that.
Yeah, that's good for that. We pretty much covered everything.
I'll start our next one off. So, literally today, Destiny just put a new update up on their website about the new spring update. I think
spring patch, basically.
Spring patch update. It's free. So
if you have Taken King,
which you should,
if you're playing Destiny.
Yeah. They've increased your light level. They've added in. They said that they're going to change the sandbox and the Crucible a bit.
Yeah.
Implemented.
They also said there's going to be new PvE challenges.
And they showed a picture of armor where it was the.
They look like Taken almost.
Yeah, they're Taken themed, but it's the Kel armor from the Reef Arena.
Yeah.
And it's all like Taken colored, where it's all like glowing blue and black.
You look like almost like that cosmic space.
You look like you've been sucked into the Rift.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of what I was saying to you earlier is I'm thinking the way they've described it, there's a new strike they have called, or I think it's an old strike they've changed, the Chalice of something.
Yeah, I don't recognize the name, but then again, I don't really pay attention to the names. Like, it might be a strike we've done a million times. And
so
just
what
not
it seems like to me is that this strike is kind of like Arena was for Reef, where it's this event you go do, and it's going to be difficult. You need your friends. You beat it. You get rewards at the end. There's also patrol stuff because they said they're changing sandbox, which makes me think personally that you're going to go into the sandbox like you did in the House of Wolves expansion. You're going to do your challenges and get keys or get an item that you're then going to take into the strike.
Yeah. It's going to be like Court of Oryx, almost.
In a sense. It's more like the Reef, I would say, because remember how you'd get the treasure key?
Oh, yeah.
And then you would go into the arena, get through the 5 raids,
and then if you have a key, you get treasure no matter what, but if you have the key, you can open the chest and get a better chest.
So I'm thinking they're doing that in a sense, because a lot of people liked that. I did personally. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, we did arena quite a bit, actually, when it first came out, because, I mean, as hard as it was, sometimes, like, it was worth it when you came at the end, and you're like, okay, like, let's see what I got from this chest.
So I'm thinking the strike, and it only makes sense if they're increasing your light level, because apparently it's not just a small increase, it's quite big. They haven't.
I'm thinking it's probably gonna jump to like 400 or something.
I'm thinking that too. And what better way to do it than like you do this strike on heroic or nightfall mode, or something, and you get more keys, or the more of this item that you put into this chalice at the end, or at the end of the strike, you get more loot. I'm pretty excited. Problem is, it comes out like next month.
Yeah, that's true. It comes out in April.
Same time Ratchet and Clank comes out. Pretty excited for that.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
we'll talk more as it comes out. They're going to be giving out updates every week.
Yeah, that's true.
So the first week they're going to tell us.
They said they're going to be releasing videos on Twitch.
Live streams.
Sorry, on Twitch, and like they're going to be showing new stuff that they're going to be announcing. I'm excited to see what they talk about. We'll probably give a little update here and there once we learn more.
Exactly.
Because I mean, as you can probably tell if you've been watching this show from day one or anywhere ever, we're very fucking fond of Destiny. We played the ever-living shit out of Destiny.
Exactly.
We even tried to play.
That's why I feel guilty talking about it.
Yeah, it's funny though because like I have so many friends that were Destiny fans, and like they were talking about Division now that it's like, man, it's the Destiny killer, man. It's like it's so fucking good. And I think
we're gonna see them next month.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna see them back on there next month because the problem is with Division, from what I've heard so far, is there's no end game content. Like there's no end game content.
Literally, they've designed their end game to be about the loot, but the loot is not interesting. Other than it's just higher stats.
Yeah.
That's what I found, and I tried with every will of my being to like that game, and it's not a bad game. Like, it's a really good game.
It plays solid, yeah,
it's
for
a solid
sure. I'm going
game.
to probably play it till I get to max level.
Yeah.
Like, I will play it enough that I can get through the storyline, get through max level, play the stuff with my friends, and then I'll probably put it down. Because
it's just not a game for me. I don't find any reward in it. See, the thing with Destiny, you could say, oh, well, they're the same. Well, they're not, because Destiny, it's like, if I get to max rank, I can then get these exotics that do really specific things, and then I can abuse people in Crucible with it.
Well, it's like I said, like it's like we were talking about. Like, there's a reason for getting gear. I mean, you could argue the same thing with Division as far as like the Dark Zone goes.
But Destiny has kind of like a circle where everything you do everything for everything. You do your raids so that you have better gear, so you can do better in Iron Banner or Trials of Osiris. Or you get Trials of Osiris gear, so you can get better. Like, it just all kind of flows that way. Whereas Division, it's just kind of like, I have better gear now. Like, what am I going to do with this? I can go into the Dark Zone and just fight people, but what am I getting out of this? Like, I guess
that's true. We'll see.
But don't get me wrong. Some people like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They like that there's content there. Because you could play that game for hours, just like you could with Destiny.
You could, yeah, for sure. And like you said, I mean, or like I was saying before, people are loving it right now. Like everyone I talk to that's played it at least says like they fucking love it. Like I said, we'll see if it holds up.
I think it's going to be very reliant on that DLC that they're releasing.
Yes,
being good.
And if they release wicked endgame content where there is a raid or something like that, or a raid type like mission,
that's fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Then you got it perfect. It's gonna be great.
I might jump back on with DLC. I think that's maybe what I'm lacking.
Yeah,
because I personally I play it and I'm like, I'm so fucking bored.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I
still enjoy it. Like I enjoy the gameplay at least because I like the fact that it's a change up like from the first person shooter. So it plays. As
I just feel like it's wasting my time sometimes. Like you have to walk somewhere for like an hour, then you get to the mission, then you're in the mission, you're enjoying it because you're like, oh, I'm taking cover, I'm kicking this guy's ass, and you're killing all these enemies really quick, and then you get to the boss and it's like his health is like an hour to fucking drain because you're like,
yeah,
they're all bullet sponges.
That was the one thing I didn't like is the bosses are totally bullet sponges, and that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, but like I said, it'll probably it's already a good game. Like,
yeah,
it's just me personally, objectively, do not like it.
That's fair,
and that's fair.
So yeah, like I said, we'll talk more about the Destiny patch. Going back to that, as the things come out, because like they gave us very terse information. It's just like. It's coming.
Seems like a small
next month. Yeah, it's coming next month. There's gonna be stuff.
I was hoping for raids, but that's not happening.
Not gonna be a new raid. I think the new raid's coming in the fall because they said
of course
they said they're releasing a big
it's
DLC.
A Taken King size expansion.
Yeah, in the fall. So we'll see that come then. In other big cool news this week, Xbox decided to make it so that just for now it's Rocket League. You can play Rocket League with other players from the PC and the PS4. Yeah. And they said basically it's up to developers and other companies, which Sony basically, whether or not they want to do this with other games basically.
They're doing it to help PlayStation. That's why they're doing it.
I don't think they ever said anything like that. But
no, this is like a last ditch kind of.
I honestly think this has been a long time coming. I mean, what's the point in having the walls between the servers for the games?
Yeah, but in that same sense, what's the point of getting different systems then? You know what I mean?
But I think that's true. I don't think you need to. Other than exclusives.
Yeah.
Other than exclusives. Because, I mean, honestly, at this point, what do you need an Xbox and a PlayStation for? You can play Grand Theft Auto on both. You can play Destiny on both. You can play Call of Duty on both. The only thing that you would either want a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One for is the exclusives.
Yeah.
So why the fuck can't I play with my buddy Ryan on Xbox if we want to play fucking Destiny together or whatever?
What I see happening from this is they're gonna let us like full on verse each other. I know that the first stage, if it works anything like I think it's gonna work, is you can't play with your friends, but you might stumble onto them online and verse them.
Okay.
First off. Because that's what they did with Rocket League. When you play against Steam players on PlayStation,
you're not just picking to play.
You can't just I can't just go add my friend on.
It's just matchmaking.
It's just matchmaking mixed. But later on, I really hope they do let us hey, you can join your friends. But then it becomes this exclusive war where they're like, Destiny's exclusive on PlayStation, so everyone on PlayStation's got these sweet ass exotics, and everyone on Xbox is I fucking hate you.
Honestly,
and then
though,
Call of Duty's doing that.
I would love that though, because I would love if games would get into that. You know what I mean? Have both have exclusives. PlayStation's got that fucking what is it from Destiny the first
Hawkmoon was
or Monte Carlo, Hawkmoon and Monte Carlo, but Xbox has this badass
the multi-tool or something,
and has this assault rifle or this whatever. It's and you're fuck, we got this, but they got that, and it's just as cool.
That would be really cool. I think it'd be awesome too, because looking for groups would be we need a member for this raid that has the Xbox exclusive. And we need one guy from PlayStation. We need them because this item does something that helps.
Think, honestly, no matter what, it's a step in the right direction. And I really hope that, both companies decide to basically just run with this and, make it so that we can play...
What would really be cool
together. Because, I mean...
Tournaments. If they did console versus tournaments where it's if PlayStation gets...
Team PlayStation versus Team Xbox.
And, if the group score of everyone collectively playing... gets more something, which wouldn't really work because PlayStation's got double the player count, but if they could average it out, that'd be really cool.
Or percentages or something like that, make it by percentages or whatever. I think that would be awesome.
I'd at least like to see it. I don't care if it's not going to work. If it does work, just try it out. Let's see what happens.
And I'm not a fucking programmer, so correct me if I'm wrong here, but is there any reason why they can't play together? Like, I mean, the code's the same, is it not?
Yeah, but the systems are different.
The system's different, but it's the same game with the same code. I don't see why it's different.
Well,
unless
there's you come into these issues too, where like Xbox is running the game at like 1600 by 900p, and like PlayStation's running it at 1920.
No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. Because I mean,
I don't know if that does matter though. Would that be an issue?
No, that's not going to be an issue. That's not the problem. I think that's the problem. It's just more so for me. I'm thinking like, are the system's servers running on the same like?
Are they able to connect easily?
Yeah, like, and that's the thing is like, I think so. That's why. I mean, it must be because Rocket League's working on everything now, and it's like I said, they're going to be playing against each other on that. So it must be possible. It must be.
The only other difference would be controls.
It's still the same button layouts. Yeah, it's still the same button layouts. It's still 2 shoulder buttons, 4 face buttons, 2 joysticks,
all I'm trying to
and a
think
D-pad.
is a system getting an advantage from being on its system?
That was one thing they talked about, was PC players still have an advantage in shooters with the keyboard and mouse, as like most people say.
I also noticed I have an advantage on Rocket League because my game loads like way faster and looks way better, and I can see the ball. Like, it doesn't jump around as much. I get better frames per second. I don't know if that helps. My physics tend to be a little bit better, I noticed too.
Interesting. But like, yeah, like I said, that's the only thing that they said like that was like a drawback to this whole situation is like if you're playing a game like Call of Duty and you've got guys that are playing on high-end PCs and they have like super fucking like crazy awesome mouse and keyboard setups, they might rape face. You're right. Like they might just totally fucking just go nuts on people because it's so people have always said shooter games are the most accurate on
what they would
PC,
do then is Rocket League did this where you have an option to just play on your console. You can say only find me PS4 players.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, I mean, it's interesting. They gotta try it.
I honestly hope for a day where there's just like, you may be on the PSN, you may be on Xbox Live, maybe on Steam or whatever, but if I type in my friend's name and then say search Xbox Live, he pops up. I have a friends list that shows all of my friends, and beside them they have a little PlayStation symbol or a little Xbox symbol, just because they're online, whatever. Like,
I have a dick and switch consoles just to piss like friends. Like, yeah, friends are being dicks. I go to play like Xbox, change my name to something funny, go on that. Yeah, everybody.
But like, honestly, I really think that they can do it, and I don't think it's out of the realm of imagination.
No, it's totally doable. I just don't know what the repercussions are going to be from it.
I know, I agree, but like I said, I really don't think it's going to hurt either console because, I mean, it just makes it so you can play with more of your friends.
It just seems weird that Xbox would go out of the way to try to do this. It's almost like they must really want this. Like,
yeah, I mean, either that or they just decided it got to the point
maybe
where
their player counts are getting low.
I doubt it. I mean, they've got a pretty decent, like I said,
that would be beneficial for both consoles though. If you have every player that's playing Call of Duty is only on like Xbox and PlayStation and PC, if they're all playing together, that keeps your player count up.
That's the big thing. I think that's why developers are going to jump on it because, like you said, the bigger the player count, the more likely people are going to be playing online. If you've got 2 consoles and PC to fucking draw from,
all your players.
You have all your players still playing it. Because, like, yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, if you have 2,000 players, like, say, like, games dwindle down, you only have 2,000 players playing on PlayStation 4, like 1,000 or 1,500 players playing on Xbox One. That's okay numbers, but then you add them together and you got like 3,500, 4,000 players almost or whatever. Everything seems a little bit better because you're like, oh, just fucking like, because remember,
it's just easier to find a match.
What was it, Halo that used to do that, where they used to say like there's like a million people Halo online, and stuff like that. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine instead of seeing, I went
back on like 6 months ago, and it said like on Xbox 360 it was like 40 players online for this playlist, and I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks.
But yeah, exactly. Like, imagine instead of like you seeing like 50,000 players online, or you see like 100 or 200,000, you're like, fucking sweet. Like, there's still a bunch of people playing. Like,
I think that's probably the most beneficial thing, is to keep the player count up, so you don't have things like, remember with Battlefield, like Battlefield Hardline came out, had a really successful launch, and then like 3 months in, its player count kind of like dropped
because people went back to Battlefield 4,
and then DLC came back out, and then the player count went back up. But if you have all consoles, it's not as noticeable. Especially if an exclusive is taking away your player count.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing, is like, there is still going to be exclusives for each console. Like, there's still always going to be Halo on the one side, and like, stuff like Uncharted.
I don't really care because I have both, but it would be nice though to have friends that are on Xbox to bring them in.
And that's the thing, is like, you see your friend playing Halo, you're like, okay, well, I can't play that
just
with
keep
you.
Keep me the fuck out of it.
Well, and that's another thing that brings up an interesting point. Like we were talking about last episode, the NX. The NX is definitely going to, like, they've already talked about the fact that they're going to have like friends lists, and like they're gonna have a modern fucking online community on like the fucking Wii and the,
I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Wii U.
Just give me your numbers. Okay, I got like 20.
Give me your fucking friend number. Okay, well it's like a 10-digit number. Like, no, like why the fuck you can't just have a gamer tag on Wii? Like the next system's gonna have that though. So I mean, who knows? Maybe by that point in time they'll have figured this out, or we'll be farther into it, and the barriers will be down for all three systems.
And I wonder if the servers would then be cheaper for each company if they kind of pay a fee each and they all share these servers. Because I'd imagine that if servers are designed to have this set player count, like we can support this many players at once, they're not using all that power when they're not having that player count. So maybe it's going to benefit both companies to kind of run together.
It is possible. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. Like I said, it gives me hope. It gives me hope for the future of gaming. Like I said,
and we'll all be wearing VR fucking headsets.
Woo!
That's the thing. You won't know what console you're playing because you won't be able to see it.
There is no console. You're in the game. Let's move on to the next one. Talk a little bit about Hitman.
So it came out last Friday.
Yes, on the
kind of came out last Friday.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
I didn't know this, but it comes out in segments, episodic.
See, I knew that going into it. I haven't played it myself. I've gotten a friend of mine was playing it, and he was telling me everything about it. It sounds like a really fun Hitman. From what he told me, it sounds really fun. It plays exactly like you want. You've got like this, like you get this with the first episode. You get this prologue mission, which is like basically you in like a kind of like a warehouse, like fake setting thing. They give you a bunch of challenges to do. Then the first episode or first chapter or whatever is in Paris, I believe. And then it's the same thing where it's like, here's all these missions to do in Paris, and he said that weekly they're going to be updating it and adding more challenges and more missions. So there's more stuff to do in Paris specifically, and then the next episode is going to be like somewhere like Morocco or Italy or like Rome, or something like that. Like
the reason that this is on the topic list is I was not happy with this whole setup. It doesn't make sense to me. You have a AAA title that's always been a AAA title.
Yep.
That's always come out that way, and you're going to now release it in segments. For what fucking reason?
Yeah, and you're right. Like, I mean,
how's it even smart from a business standpoint? Because I mean, if someone likes Hitman, they're gonna pay $60 and buy your game. If they don't play past the first week, they bought the game. You don't care. But now you're like, okay, no, here's $20. If you don't like that episode, you don't have to buy the other ones. I don't like buying unfinished games. I don't even like paying cheap for half a game because I'm gonna be like bored. Like,
no, I hear you entirely.
Give me a whole game. Fuck.
I hear you completely. I just, I don't know. Like I said, like. It seems weird to me that a game like Hitman would come out because, like, it implies that
they're not finished.
Like, is there a story? Like, I don't know because I haven't played it, but is there a storyline to this game, or is it just missions? Is it just random missions that you're doing and completing? Because it almost seems that way to me. Like, for the sake, like, why would they stress the storyline?
Like cut around the fact that they haven't wrote a story, or
yeah, like why?
To me, it seems like they haven't met their deadline, and they're like, okay, well, what we'll do is we'll release little segments here and there over the next few months, and we can finish our game.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it seems like to me, which, in that case, why not just wait for your release date?
Exactly. I don't know. Once again, like, it's like you said, like, why release an unfinished game? Like, why not just finish the game and release it as a whole? It's like Final Fantasy VII, the remake that they're doing. They're releasing it episodically.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Is that Square Enix too, though?
Yeah.
They're making a lot of stupid decisions lately.
Yeah.
Because look at Tomb Raider. Oh, we'll just release it for Xbox exclusive. That'll go well.
Yeah, that'll go super well. Yeah, it didn't go well at all. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what their fucking hard on is for the whole episodic thing. Like, gamers don't want that. Like you said, gamers don't want incomplete games. We fucking hate the fact already that the games that are getting released are not done anyway because you get like a 6 gig patch on day one because they didn't fucking bother finishing the game before they shipped. It's not gold.
Yeah.
Like when games go gold, they should be fucking done.
The disc should be in.
I ranted about this one week already.
Yeah.
Like,
no, totally.
And like this is the exact. You're right. This is the exact same situation. Like, why give me a game? And the problem is, it makes me lose interest in the game if I have to play it like.
Well, if you stop at the first level and you have to wait a month for the next fucking patch, you're not going to play the game. Yeah. There's going to something else is going to come and take your time away.
Holy fuck!
That, and it kind of gets itself kind of out in the like games release on this kind of grand scale where you're like, this game has just come out. This game is big right now for the next.
Games always have like a 3-week window.
Yeah, like they're this big release. If you have a game that's episodic, people will forget like 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
Because then it'd be like, oh shit, the Game of the Year edition's coming out with the whole thing. Like, fuck off.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said,
maybe people buy an episode, then don't play the rest of the episodes, then buy the whole package again.
Because you can buy the season's pass. Like, you can buy a whole season's pass at once.
I know,
and
but
pay
I'm wondering,
like
like, people play an episode for $20, and they're like, okay, I'm not gonna play this game, and then like a year down the road, they buy the whole package for $60 again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if they think they're gonna make money off it that way. I don't know. Like I said, it seems weird to me.
It's a bad move.
At least in their defense, like,
it's a good game.
The game was good, but
still,
come on, it's weird. Off. It's so weird.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, like I said, we wanted to touch on that a little bit. Just as a heads up for next week, by the time this episode goes up on Friday. Next Friday.
Today.
No, this goes up.
This goes up tomorrow.
Oh, no, this goes up tomorrow, so...
Our next video is going to be Batman v Superman, our reaction to that video.
Well, there'll be an episode before that, wouldn't there? Because
No.
we're going to record an episode next week. Before we see Batman v Superman.
We could. Or we could just put up a video like we always do on Friday.
No, I think we should still do... like a regular episode. And then we'll do the reaction video the night of and put it up like Friday night at like 12:30 or whatever we're trying to go see it at. And actually, no, the next episode we'll definitely be talking about Daredevil because
it comes out tomorrow.
It comes
today.
out
today. You watching it on Friday?
Yeah, if you're watching it on Friday, the Daredevil's just dropping, which means both of us are going to be watching it beforehand, and then next week we'll be talking a lot about.
I'll probably watch it all tomorrow, and you should watch it all Saturday because we can't meet up.
Yeah,
unfortunately because of work restrictions, but. I mean,
no, but we're gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say we're both gonna fucking.
It might actually be a good thing to kind of not see it together and then be like, "Do you remember that fucking?"
Yeah,
part?
that's not a bad point. That's not a bad point. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. Like I said,
no Netflix and chill.
So yeah, oh man, I'm gonna get laid. Yeah, so no, yeah, we'll do next week's video as like a Daredevil review / whatever else we want to talk about, and then the Batman v Superman video can go up afterwards. So
you might just for recording, like for editing purposes, we might release that on Thursday. Our episode of the week.
Yeah, we could release it early.
I might just release it Thursday just to make it easier because I'm working all next week.
Yeah.
So it makes it. So you expect a video maybe Thursday and a Friday video.
Keep your eye out for it.
Watch it. Please, for the love of God, watch it.
I'm dying. If you don't watch it, I will die. Literally. Oh, my mouth tastes like blood. That's not good. All right. I think that's a wrap.
I gotta scrape Tony off the floor.
Yeah,
He's about to die.
I'm about to die.
I think that's good. Yep. So expect us Thursday and a Friday Batman v Superman video. I'm super stoked.
Oh my god, I know.
And what a perfect way to get to that point than to watch
like
Daredevil and Punisher,
and Punisher
for the whole
and
week until we get there. Which not the whole week. It's going to be done tomorrow.
Still, like, yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Definitely share with your friends. Remember, share with your friends.
Post it everywhere, all over the internet.
Post it on every website.
Like print off. Get us
on Pornhub because I mean I hear they get a lot of views. Thanks a lot, guys.
We always say that one day it's gonna happen.
So one day it's gonna happen. Yeah. See you next week.